Welcome to Echoes of Time. In today's video, we'll be looking at some fascinating historical pictures, rare glimpses into the past that tell us stories without a single word. We'll explore photos connected to great figures and civilizations. So stay tuned, because each image we uncover today holds a secret from the past, waiting to be revealed. Follow, and let the past speak. You are now watching Echoes of Time. Clark Gable almost quit Gone with the Wind early in production after discovering the set was segregated. He told the director that unless the white and colored signs were removed, there would be no Rhett Butler. During the filming of Gone with the Wind, in 1939, segregation was still the norm across much of the United States, including Hollywood. At the MGM studio lot in California, restrooms on set were labeled white and colored, reflecting the deeply rooted discrimination of the era. Clark Gable, the film's leading star, discovered the segregated facilities when some black cast members, including Oscar-winning actress Hattie McDaniel, were forced to use separate restrooms. Gable was reportedly outraged and immediately went to the film's director, Victor Fleming, as well as studio executives, to complain. According to several sources, he threatened to walk off the film, saying, "Either those signs come down, or you find yourself another Rhett Butler." The studio, not wanting to lose its biggest star, removed the signs the same day. Gable continued with his role, and Gone with the Wind went on to become one of the most famous films in cinema history. Hattie McDaniel, who played Mammy, would later become the first black actor to win an Academy Award. Even at the Oscars, she faced discrimination, including being seated at a segregated table at the back of the room. Gable's actions did not end segregation in Hollywood, but they sent a message about using one's influence to challenge injustice. At a time when few people in the industry would speak out, he set a rare example by standing up for his fellow cast members. Next. It's almost impossible to pretend to be dead when something is chewing your face. I really did. Curled up, tried to stay still like the textbooks say, hoping the bear would ignore me. But tell me, how can you play dead while something sinks your teeth into your face? Pulled me off a tree like I was paper, shook me like an old rag and started chewing the left side of my face. I felt every squeak, every crack. It's a sound you never forget. I swear it would have ended there. But then that wild instinct that has nothing to do with logic got activated. You put your fingers up his nose, you poke in his eye, you pull out his ears, anything to keep me from being infiltrated by his dogs again. The pain was unbearable, but the fear was worse. The strangest thing is that I didn't think about death. I was thinking about my daughter. To the fact that I still haven't seen her walk. To the fact that he couldn't end up like this, by himself, thrown in the woods, while a bear played with me like a broken teddy bear. Jeremy Evans, who survived a grizzly bear attack, talks about what it's really like to be eaten alive. Next. In December 2003, Joyce Vincent died of an apparent asthma attack in her North London flat. The television remained on. The mail continued to be delivered. Her rent was set to be automatically deducted from her bank account. Days passed and no one noticed she had died. Those days turned into weeks and the weeks into months. There were large bins on the side of the building next to her flat, so the neighbors never gave much thought to the foul odor they could smell. The block was full of noisy children and teenagers and no one questioned the constant hum of the TV noise in the background. Eventually, Joyce's bank account ran dry. Her landlord sent her letters of demand. These, like the others, simply fell into the mix on her floor. They received no reply. Finally, with more than 6 months of back rent, the landlord obtained a court order to forcibly remove her from the premises. The bailiffs broke down the door and only then was her body discovered. At that point, it was January 2006, more than 2 years after her death. That's it for today's journey into the past. If you enjoyed uncovering these powerful historical images, don't forget to like, follow, and share with others who love history too. Until next time. Keep exploring. Keep remembering. You've been watching Echoes of Time, where history lives on. Thanks for watching.